good morning. Welcome to the channel again. It's me Ashraf and our adventure continues. It's time 2:30 a.m. and we are on Bangalore Hyderabad highway. You've probably heard of Nandi Hills, right? It's a favorite spot for people in Bangalore to escape the city for a bit. Well, we're heading in that direction but not exactly to Nandi Hills. Have you ever wanted to start trekking but had trouble finding a solid amateur trek destination? And have you ever dreamed of trekking under the stars? Well, you're in luck. Skandagiri is one of the best beginner friendly and also one of the few places where you can legally trek at night near and around Bangalore. Now you got to know where we're going. Yes, we are going to Skandagiri to do a sunrise view trek. It's very famous. If you look it up, you will find many tour companies offering treks for around 1500 to 1750 rupees. But you can actually do it yourself for much cheaper, maybe around 250, 450 rupees. Okay, I will share all the details. Please keep watch. You can buy tickets on the Karnataka Tourism Department website. I've shared the link below. You have two options for when to start your trek, either at 4 a.m. or 8 a.m. You can pick whichever works best for you. On weekdays, tickets cost 250 rupees and on weekends they're 500 rupees. The trek starts from Kalvara village. I've included the map location in the description. Alternatively, you can search for the starting point of the Skandagiri trek. This is the parking area. From here, we have to walk a little bit to reach the forest checkpoint. This is the forest checkpoint. We're doing this on Friday. Yeah, it's a weekday, but it's still crowded. So you can imagine how crowded it is on weekends. They allow 150 people to enter per day. A little bit of history. I went to Skandagiri in 2009. It was my first trek and an amazing experience. But in 2011, the Chikbalapur Forest Department banned the Skandagiri trek because of many people getting lost or having accidents. Then in 2016, the Karnataka Ecotourism Board decided to allow guided treks at Skandagiri and 6 other hills near Bangalore. But now, instead of being free, these treks cost 450 rupees per person. This made many trekkers unhappy, especially students who couldn't afford it. So the government reduced the price to 250 rupees on weekdays and 500 rupees on weekends, Saturday and Sunday. Even though this is cheaper, it's still a lot compared to other popular treks in the Western Ghats. However, the Skandagiri night trek will be a unique experience that allows participants to trek in the serene darkness and witness the sunrise from the summit. And if you are lucky, you can witness the cloud bed too. The total distance is 8 kilometers and it usually takes about 4 to 5 hours to finish. There's a clear signboard that shows the way to the top, so you don't have to worry about getting lost and no guide required. Trekking at night requires extra caution. Ensure that your flashlight is in working condition and it's advisable to trek in a group. Remember, there are no shops or water sources at the summit, so carry enough water. There's one shop near the forest checkpost that's recently opened. However, you shouldn't rely on it, so it's best to bring enough water and snacks if needed. And please, be responsible and don't leave any trash behind. I think we've done half of the climb. We climbed for 30 more minutes and now we can see the beautiful nighttime view of Bangalore from up here. Yeah, it's really amazing view. So there is no cloud bed. If so, we might not see the specific view. The sight of clouds enveloping the surrounding landscape can be breathtaking from Skandagiri. Cloud cover tends to be more prominent during the monsoon season and cooler months, typically from June to September. However, cloud formations can be unpredictable. So even outside of these months, you may still witness stunning views depending on weather conditions. But this view also awesome ride. We made it to the top now. It was 5:40 when we got here. We started from the checkpost at 4:15. So it took us about 1.5 hours to get here. Sunrise is at 6:15. So we're on time and excited to see the beautiful sunrise from Skandagiri Hills. Skandagiri is also called Kalavara Duga and Kalavara Hali Petta. As I told, citing the cloud bed view the masterpiece here. But cloud formations can be unpredictable. We need some luck too. But it's always a good idea to check the weather forecast before planning your visit to maximize your chances of experiencing the magical sight of clouds rolling over the hills. After we saw the amazing sunrise, we went to the other side of the hills. There you can see the old remains of a fortress. This fortress was important in a war against the British. Even though it's falling apart now, people still come to enjoy its beauty. The Skandagiri trek also has a spiritual aspect. It begins at Papanni temple near Kalavara village. You might have seen the temple where we parked our vehicle. The temple houses some idols of goddess Parvati, and at the summit here is an ancient Shiva temple where trekkers can take a breather and savor the beautiful landscape. You are also treated to the beautiful sculpture of Nandi en route. Okay friends, it's time to wrap up the video. So to sum it up, the Skandagiri sunrise trek is an amazing adventure. Hikers climb the mountain before sunrise to see the beautiful sunrise. In the quiet nature, they walk in the dark with flashlights until they reach the top. When the first light of morning comes, the sky turns into bright colors, making a beautiful sight. You can see a wide view all around, which feels exciting and amazing. This trek is not just hard physically, but also gives time to think and enjoy nature. People will remember this experience forever. Going downhill on this trek isn't simple because the path is rough and has loose rocks that need careful walking. It's best to start going downhill before 9 a.m. to avoid the strong sun. Even though the trek isn't long, it's not easy. It starts with a slight uphill and sometimes there are muddy parts and steep rocky areas. It's a bit tough with sudden uphill and downhill parts that might make you tired. Having some trekking experience buffer would help make it easier. You can do this trek any time of the year, but the nicest time is from October to February when the weather is cooler and the landscape is green and beautiful. You can also do the trek in the summer, especially at night, to avoid the heat during the day. And it's not a good idea to trek during the rainy season because the trails get muddy and slippery. Okay friends, I hope you enjoyed the video. If yes, share with your friends circle, and if any questions, please ask in comment box. Although this video ends here, our journey continues. We'll be back with another adventure video soon. Until then, take care and see you in the next video.